Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal and this is In My Own World Tarot. And this reading is for all signs. It's a collective message. And I was woken up this morning with this message at 4:56 a.m. I was supposed to record it then, but I did not. And if you've tuned into my channel before, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. Also cuss. May cuss a lot, may cuss a little, may not cuss at all. It all depends on how I feel. But the message I got is that dust is loud as hell. And you like, what do you mean? Dust is not loud. You don't hear dust. No, you don't. And that's the problem with the motherfucker. You know, you have a ceiling fan, right? And ceiling fans, what do you have to do with the ceiling fan for the upkeep of it? You got to go get the duster and get the dust off of it every month or every couple of months, depending on however you run your home. If you don't do that, you know, spreading dust can give you a cold, especially if you got allergies, can spread germs, can clog up the motor of the ceiling fan. It could catch a fire if it touched the light bulbs, if the light bulbs don't have a cover. Dust can fuck up some shit. It really can. It can. So dust is loud as hell. And that's the message I have to give you guys. I don't know if that's the message. I'm going to pull some more cards to clarify that, but I've never heard that saying before. And I always get random sayings. I'm like, damn, I never heard that before. So I don't know if that's already something that's out there. But dust is loud. It's loud. And so I don't know if some of you are making a slow creep, that you're building something in secret. And next thing you know, you're going to present it and it's going to boom. I don't know if this is just telling you to start some type of savings or something, or work towards something, but stop telling people your business, because we never know when dust appears. The bitch just appear all of a sudden. You look over, you like, damn, when the last time I wiped that damn lamp off? Shit, because it just appears, but it's always falling. Fucking dust, not ashes, but dust, because ashes are created from you setting something afire and letting the flames settle. Dust, motherfucker, just appears. But nobody knows exactly how long it takes. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the message. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the energy of the collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy placement of Aries to Pisces. Any messages that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading. Protect their energy as well. Please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you. Amen and Ashe. Dust is loud. What does that mean? What y'all talking about? Why y'all woke me up out of my sleep for that? What's that? Ain't talking about. And I'm saying dust. D-U-S-T. Take charge with authority. Okay. Embrace the energy of peace. That makes sense. See from a higher perspective. That definitely makes sense. Okay, now I see where they're going with this. So what they're saying is that those of you who are taking leadership approaches, you may be in a spotlight, may have some type of platform or anything like that. You don't necessarily have to be a YouTuber, tarot reader, or anything like that, but this message is for you, so I need you to listen. What they're saying is, and I've seen this going around, is that you don't have to downgrade, talk about, belittle, worry about what everyone else is doing in order for you to be a leader. You don't have to point out other people's flaws in order for you to be a leader. You actually can keep peace. See from a higher perspective. See both sides of the story. See those who come towards you broken and in pieces, and they don't understand what you mean because they can't see past the pain. See those who come to you as happy-go-lucky and have this mask on because they're happy all the time, because if they stay happy all the time, they don't have to recognize the pain. Because there's actually three different types of people. There's people who can see the full perspective, who recognize all their emotions, and who know some days you're going to have good days, some days you're going to have bad days. There's people who refuse to have a bad day. Yeah, that's actually a shadow side you need to work on. You refusing to have a bad day and not recognizing the emotions of pain is masking it. And the next thing you know, you have a nervous breakdown because you mask it. Okay. Then you have those who don't do nothing but live in pessimistic mentality, and then have to talk about other people, and then they watch other people win and they succeed, and then they wonder when their blessing's going to come because you're too busy watching someone else's blessing. So, and then you think, oh, well, this person does this person does that, they don't deserve the blessing. It's none of your business. And so what they want you to do is that if you're trying to step into some type of leadership role, this is for you who are trying to be leaders. Whether this is a manager at your job, supervisor, trainer, you're trying to do some type of public forum, you're trying to be a counselor, whatever the leadership position is in your life that you're trying to take. Hell, just being a parent. Shit, you're going to have to see both sides of the story, especially if you're dealing with a teenager. And why y'all ain't warn me about preteens, but that's a whole nother story we're going to get into another day. I'm going to come back to that. But this is what they're saying, is that, and I had to learn this, in order to be a true leader, a true teacher, and even if it takes time for you to step back because you're not seeing where someone's coming from, instead of you're judging where they're coming from. I had to take a step back and actually do that. And so I could really see, because some of the situations that people, especially if you're some type of healer or teacher or something like that, some situations you've been through and you know how you got through it. And so a lot of times when you land on the other side and you get through stuff, it's hard for you to look back and be like, why doesn't this person understand what they're doing to themselves? And all they need to do is walk away, like, get your shit together. It's hard for you to go back into that moment because you remember what it felt like and you don't want to be there anymore. So you got to acknowledge that. Not remembering the pain, but just remember, okay, I remember when I was here. Not triggering that pain again within yourself. You got to learn how to detach. There's levels to this. And I had to learn that. That's why I'm telling you. Because you're going to have people that's been through the same shit you went through. Possibly even worse shit you've been through. If you can't meet people where they're at, understanding wise, not saying you want to sit there with them and go through the heartbreak again. But understanding wise, you're not going to be able to help them. Because if you can't see it from the full perspective, you're being nothing but either judgmental, too harsh, or they're not learning any damn thing. And at this point, you are hurting, wasting their time and your own time. Okay? And so I think a lot of us here, especially in the healing community, whatever form it is of leadership that you take, you do have to see from a higher perspective, because it's not about you at that point. It's about them and where they're coming from. Just because you learned the lesson doesn't mean they have learned the lesson yet. But if they're coming to you for assistance, that means they're open to learning. Will they get it on the first go around? Sometimes no. Will they get it on the second conversation? No. You ever see counselors why they schedule different sessions with their clients? Because sometimes it takes people a couple of times for repetition. Best way to learn, repetition. I had to learn that. Some people, one session is not a one-hitter-quitter thing. I would like to think so. Some of you, I pick up with you that you are very highly intuitive, and that is you that's holding yourself back, and you only need that one session. But some I pick up, and they do need repetition. I don't say when you need the book and when you don't need the book, but I know who needs to return and who doesn't need to return. Somebody just needs confirmation, and the confirmation, sometimes you need confirmation, and you're looking outside of yourself for confirmation when you already know the answer. Those of you I will block, I will block you, and I will tell you don't book with me again. Lean on, talk to God, do it yourself. I will block your ass. You know that, especially my OG clients. But there's some people who I know don't even trust themselves enough to stay consistent. And some people need help with that. And I'm here to tell you there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone learns in a different way. But as long as you go to someone, not just myself, but whatever you go to for assistance, you're going to as a student. That means you're open to learn. This ain't public school where you have to go. You're choosing to learn. So guess what? They deserve to be helped. I was telling somebody I believe in the theory of no child left behind. And that's what this is telling me. for whoever is listening. This is for you. You don't have to believe in that theory of the no child left behind, but I do. Because if someone's coming to you for assistance, sometimes it's going to be frustrating. You're going to be aggravated as fuck sometimes for having to repeat yourself. But didn't someone have to repeat themselves to you before? Was there anything that you never understood the first time? Put yourself in that moment. It may not be the exact same situation, but there's been situations where you did not understand some shit the very first time. Somebody had to repeat it to you, or you had to read it over again for you to get it. Put yourself in that situation, okay? So that is the message. That's what that meant. All right. So that's what I guess what that means by dust is loud as hell too. Yeah. So I think this is for someone, you may be trying to grow a business, or I don't know who you are. You're in school for teaching and something for like that. But dust is loud and dust just pop out. Nobody knows what the hell dust be doing, and all of a sudden dust just appears. So here it is. Here it is. That's the message. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. I'll talk to you guys another time. Bye.